All right, folks. Let's hop into it.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop your fucking lying.
Welcome back. We are back to another episode of Tykisa's Tirade, episode 29. And with this particular one here, I just wanted to touch on a subject that has been discussed a few weeks ago, but just wanted to put my own 2 cents into it. If you haven't already, please make sure to like and share this video once you finish watching it. Get involved as far as just commenting, sending me a message to Instagram, information on the screen as you can see. But yeah, today we're talking about the New Balance fiasco, the 30%er, right? So basically, as you see on the screen, New Balance, and I got the information from Hypebeast. New Balance was claiming that, or has been claiming, that their shoes are made in the USA, 100% authentic for the most part, right? But come on, man, like let's be real for a second. Like, just the production alone, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all, and you can be mad with me if you want to, but hey, don't shoot the messenger. But Americans ain't trying to make no shoes for pennies on the dollar. And what I mean by that is most of us are struggling with $15 an hour. Do you honestly think that we're about to make a pair of shoes for less than that? No. Okay, you got some places out there that's paying $12 an hour, 13, 14, 15 just to flip burgers, and people are struggling with that. And they should, because the cost of living has increased exponentially within the last couple of years in North America. Now, I can't speak for the rest of the world, but if we're going to be making these shoes, we're going to get paid to make them, okay? And a lot of us feel like $15 an hour ain't enough as it is, so then we're going to want $16 an hour, $17 an hour, 18, 19. So now we're going higher. What do you think is going to happen to the pair of shoes? So I say all that to say this. Of course, New Balance wants to do the right thing to Americans and be like, made in America, made in the USA. But in reality, they can't afford that crap because we want too much. You know what I mean? We're pretty much spoiled in a sense, you know what I mean? So because we want too much per hour to just put shoes together, they're not about to, you feel what I'm saying? So this claim, I don't know really how mad we're supposed to get with this. And I'm just going to read a few things in the passage that I saw up here. So according to reports, New Balance is now being sued for falsely marketing its sneakers as being made in the USA. Standing out from its competition, New Balance has long pushed its commitment to quality with prices to match its American-made markings. But a new lawsuit is now noting that the brand has been practicing false advertising with its releases. It's misrepresenting the quality of the sneakers with its American flag tongue bandage or badges made in the USA and made in the US for over 75 years, placing that marking on the shoe. Now, noting the aforementioned elements have misled consumers and does not meet federal statutory standards. Okay, so we're talking about the Federal Trade Commission or the FTC. All the products, or almost all the products, have to be made here in America, in the great US of A, right? But the soles themselves, and we're talking about the midsoles, the outsole parts and all that, guess where they're being made from? That's right, across the water. Why? Because the labor is cheap. There's no other ways about it. There's no way to go around the loop, no way to try to get around that mountain. It is right there staring you in the face. China must get involved, because if China's not involved, I should say, them shoes are going to be about $300 a pair for some New Balances. Now, of course, you have specific types out there, like different versions of New Balances that are more unique than the others. So it might go for, $180, maybe $250. But when you start talking about New Balances at 3, 4, 5, 6, I mean, of course, we're not talking about resale. Resellers can sell whatever they want, and there's people out there that are willing to spend their hard-earned money for whatever the reseller is charging, right? But I'm just talking about the retail. Let's just stick with that. The retail is normally about what, $70, maybe $80 for some nice suede on the toe box. Hell, you see the picture right here. I got a pair of New Balances, you know what I mean? I did the review on them, and I have no problem with them. They still stand up today. They have been tested through time. There's been no real wear or tear with the shoe. So I'm happy with my pair. But I can honestly say, as I scratch my neck, I don't care that it's made in America and then some of it's in China. I don't care if a lot of it's made in China, which, let's keep it a buck, that's probably the case. But that's just hearsay. That's not even, it's a speculation really. It's not even hearsay. I don't honestly know. But if I was to hear that from New Balance, would y'all care really? I mean, like I said, leave the comments below or just hit me up on Instagram as you see on the screen here. But I don't think most of us would give a damn as long as the shoe, you feel what I'm saying, looks, good enough, then really, you know what I'm saying? If it's made up to a specific quality standard that most of us, like as a consumer of New Balance, for us to find out that they're made in China, whether it's 30% here or 20% there, 10%, hell, even if it's like 80%, okay? Which I wouldn't be surprised in the future that Hypebeast or any other, internet company out there would say, hey, this is what actually is going on. Sorry, they pulled the wool from your eyes or whatever. They try to keep y'all blinded from the truth, but this is what's really going on. Most of us, I mean, I don't know. I know for me, if I was to hear that, I wouldn't even be stressing it. Because the thing about it, it's to be expected at this point, honestly. It really is. We got 3 minutes left. My view on it is this. Look, unless we are willing to make the shoes, as I said just a few minutes ago, unless we're willing to make the shoes for pennies on the dollar, and I'm not even talking about New Balances at this point, but I'm talking about Adidas, Sauconys, Nikes, Reeboks, Pumas, what else we got? Diodoras, I mean, Dolce & Gabbanas, Gucci, whatever. Unless we as Americans are willing to make these shoes for pennies on the dollar, and I'm just talking about from the hourly wage, or some companies just do salary cut, that's it. You do salary, that's it, there's no hourly wage. If it's not financially beneficial for us as a laborer, we're not doing it. Especially nowadays, a lot of people are quitting it. Like, there's millions of people who have been quitting their jobs since last year because they've realized that their jobs that they had prior to the pandemic was bullshit. Straight up and down, cut dry, bullshit. And because of that, they realize, you know what, I can do better for myself. Yeah, I'm going back to school, or I'm going to work from home, or I'm not going to do shit anyway. I'll just collect Social Security, or I'm just going to do nothing. I'll just live off the backs of other people, or just be destitute. Those are really the only options, really. You know what I mean? You either chase your dream, you don't have a dream, or you're just like, whatever. Other people will pay for me. Which either be us, the taxpayers in North America, or it'll just be the family, friends, or whatever. But people are not doing the same thing they did prior to the pandemic. They're not just drudging through the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They're just like, you know what? I'm tired of this smell. Okay, I'm tired of this nonsense. I'm out. So with that being said, we as Americans, North Americans, of course, I can't speak for South America, but North Americans, we're not going to make shoes for no cheap ass price. We refuse. So for New Balance to do what they have to do to make sure that they keep their profit margins high, I applaud them. Y'all are doing what you have to do to make sure you survive. I mean, this is a tough world. I mean, it was a dog-eat-dog world before the pandemic, but even with the pandemic and with the Omicron variant coming up and all this other shit going on, businesses are, doing what they can to survive. I mean, who's really buying New Balances like that anyway? I don't want to be rude, but the company knows what I mean when I say that. So I got 39 seconds left. Folks, I appreciate y'all coming on board. Thanks for watching my tirade. We're going to go straight into the next episode. And y'all stay tuned. I'll talk to you.
Jump off the stage like yeehaw.